Hey there everybody, thanks for joining me for another one-man review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Chimera by Lorenzo Mattotti. This was put out by Fantagraphics Books and Coco Nino Press. This is an old book now that it's 2005. So what happened is when, oh look at that crazy cat right there. That's fun, drawn by Mattotti. Since we've moved, I've been definitely slowing down my spending and being more discriminate about the books I buy and stuff, because now we have a house, which is much more important than any of this. But for Christmas, I treated myself a little bit. I think over the last couple of years of doing the channel, no artist has really seeped into my mind and made me obsess about them in the way that I do about Lorenzo Mattotti. And I was really sad that so much of his work was out of print, and like some of it hasn't been translated, and it's hard when someone that you really love is in another country and you're not necessarily getting all their work. But over Christmas, I decided to treat myself and scour the internet for what I could find of used Lorenzo Mattotti books, and I think I'm getting a better collection now, but I want to go through and just look at them one at a time and just sing his praises. This one, Chimera, is a quieter book. You can see that it's mostly just these beautiful black and white pen drawings. Looks to me like a lot of it's pretty automatic drawing. I don't think there was much pencil drawing going on underneath any of these. They seem pretty straight to ink. And it is more like a poetic, mythic little story. It feels like he may have even been making the story up as he goes, but man, is he a master with pen and ink. It's really fun to see his image making change approach as he changes tools. He has a very clear approach with each tool, but that can be quite distinct from one another, which I like a lot. Some of these compositions here are really beautiful. His willingness to just pile lines up endlessly and still be able to pull form out of that is quite impressive. That's where it feels too like maybe he just starts whacking lines in and then see what comes out of it. But always also a really good sense of directional mark making, making things either move or showing the volume that they have, along with expressive quality of line. I mean, line is doing so many different things in here. It's value, volume, expression, emotion, all at once. And if you like pen and ink drawing, then it's hard not to fall in love with what Mattotti's doing here. The thing that keeps drawing me to Mattotti is his sense of shape and composition, which is more apparent in his color work, but you can see all those composition and shape concerns here as well. And they just get they get pushed under the surface a little bit more when all the mark making is on the top of the surface. So this one, that's so good. It's just like a big chunk of a tree, but it's so good. I'm totally enamored with this book. Really happy too, because the first Mattotti book I got was Garlandia, and that was a pen and ink one. So it's cool to see that he's doing some more work in that vein. This is a really beautifully produced book in general. I will say that it's something I've noticed on a couple of these products is that they have a bit of a hard time dealing with his dry brush. They have a bit of a hard time. I think it's a hard time between preserving the fidelity of all the nice thin line work that he has, and then some of these more dry brushy areas. They look nice, they look pretty good, but the images that have the dry brush are a little blurrier. It looks like they haven't been adjusted. There's a little bit more variation in gray. So they're printing those non-adjusted, I think, and they're printing these adjusted. I think you could go back in and do I'm going to adjust this area one way and this one way, which Sean would be doing, because Sean's an amazing psychopath who really cares about how all of our artwork looks. But I think they're just choosing between the best of two approaches instead of going through and treating one image with two or three approaches within one image. So it's fine. It looks fine. But there is, and you'll never see this on screen, but there is a book I have that has like photographic images of his dry brush work. And if you have one that's been adjusted and one that's not, you'll be able to compare them and see what I'm talking about. There's almost like an odd interference pattern that comes in when they have to abstract out his dry brush work a little bit. It still looks beautiful and fine. This is just coming from an artist who works with these materials and has a publisher who's really good at doing that for his artists. Developed a very sensitive eye. I don't think it would bother anyone else. So really enjoyed this Chimera. This seems much more, like making it up a panel at a time type of exploring one's subconsciousness by playing with a story. And that with someone as powerful as Mattotti is really fun to see them cut loose like that.